Introduction. Democracy relies on the separation of powers to ensure that no single branch of government becomes too powerful. This system protects human rights by allowing checks and balances between the executive, legislative, and judiciary. However, when this balance fails to function effectively, whether through corruption, political control, or abuse of power, citizens may face serious threats to their basic freedoms. Some governments, despite having democratic structure, concentrate power and restrict rights like freedom of speech, media, and fair trials. In this presentation, we will explore how these actions endanger human rights and why strong independent institutions are essential in upholding real democracy.
There are three types of separation of powers, which is executive, legislative, and judiciary. First, executive was pulled from the political party has won the general election, such as our recent government, which is Pakatan Harapan, followed by four components, namely Parti Keadilan Rakyat, Parti Tidak Demokratik, Parti Amanah Negara, and also UKO that established for multiracial in Sabah. Second, legislative divided to two houses. Dewan Rakyat, represent as lower house, has 222 members, while Dewan Negara, represent as upper house that has only 70 senators. It is to raise any issues happen in Malaysia especially and to create the laws. Lastly, judiciary is superior court divided to three, which is Mahkamah Persekutuan, Mahkamah Rayuan, Mahkamah Tinggi, and also it has its subordinate courts called Mahkamah Magistrate and other additional courts like native courts for Sabah and Sarawak and also Sharia courts. Human rights is known for everyone in the society with different races, religions, cultures, and colors are deserved to live peacefully and freedom of fundamental speech and from slavery as well. Because the differences should not have problem to live like other people as long as not breaking the rules. But what if the separation powers weaken? Will it affect the human rights, especially for the citizen of the country? So here's two impacts of when separation powers weaken. First, corruption. The impact from one MDB scandal by Najib Razak, UMNO has lost support from the voters when they didn't win the fourth election after 61 years ruled. The diehard supports started to turn their backs when this case revealed, causing the percentage of voters turned out to decrease because they lost trust and confidence in the party politics they voted before can handle the country. Second is power abuse, like what happened in second, power abuse, like what has happened to the whistleblower that got exposed by the FACC in the Sabah scandal, received critics and ruined trust from the public because once the identity released, the whistleblower will face impacts like legal issues, professional retaliation, and the worst part is physical harm. This can ruin the whistleblower's future life and the environment around them.
Here are four ways to strengthen democracy. First, improving democratic structure, such as ensuring free and fair elections so that people will vote without fear and all vote will be counted properly. Next, protecting freedom of speech, and the press allows people to express their opinion and ensure that the government held accountable. Other than that, strengthening institutions like courts and law enforcement helps to ensure justice and fairness to everyone. Last but not least, reducing corruption ensures leaders to act in the best interest of the people instead of serving everyone. The next point is encourage civic participation. Next, making voting easier ensure that many people can have a say in important decisions. Moreover, creating spaces for discussion allows people to share ideas, solve problems, and work together to improve society. Lastly, supporting volunteer programs help people to take action and contribute to their community. Third point is expanding participation democracy. For example, removing barriers for voting ensures that everyone has the chance to vote, such as by making registration easier and improving accessibility. Next, educating citizens about their rights and the importance of their voice helps them understand why their participation matters. Moreover, promoting diverse representation encourages people from different backgrounds to take part in leadership and decision making. Last but not least, supporting civic engagement. Programs give people opportunities to discuss issues, volunteer, and take part in their communities. The last point is defending against democratic erosion, such as preventing misinformation, ensure that people have accurate information when making decisions, and stop false narrative from spreading. Next, supporting independent media helps to ensure news sources remain free from government control and provide truthful report. Moreover, encourage transparency in government ensures that decisions and policies are open to public, reducing secrecy and reduce corruption. Last but not least, supporting human rights and equality helps to protect all people from discrimination and ensure fair treatment under the law.
Conclusion, a true democracy depends not only on elections and political systems, but also on a strong and fair separation of powers. When one branch holds too much control, the balance is lost, and this can lead to serious violations of human rights. Even countries that appear democratic on the surface may fail to protect their citizens if power is not properly checked. To prevent this, it is essential to uphold the rule of law, strengthen independent institutions, and ensure transparency and accountability at all levels of government. Only then can democracy remain meaningful and truly protect the rights and freedoms of the people.